Most dog owners are doing something every single day that is slowly pushing their dog away. You think you are being a great owner, and you think your dog loves everything you do. But the truth is that some of the most common ways you show love are being completely misread. Your dog is getting a different message than the one you are actually sending every single time. These are not rare mistakes. These are things you are probably doing right now, multiple times today. But there are 7 things, each one taking under a minute, that will completely change how your dog sees you. Not just as their owner, as their person, the one they choose above anyone else in the world. Welcome to the Dog Nerd, where we go deeper into the science of the dog-human bond each week. Let's start with the one that almost every single dog owner gets completely and consistently backwards. Think about what happens the exact moment you walk through your front door after being away all day. Most owners look at that energy and say down, or they turn their back until the dog settles. It makes sense on the surface, but here is what no one tells you about what is actually happening. Research in applied animal behavior shows that warm greetings reduce stress hormones, not just in the moment, but for hours. That greeting is not random excitement. It is a hardwired biological reunion ritual your dog needs to complete. When you walk through that door, give your dog 30 seconds, get on their level, and let it happen. Keep watching, because what we cover next is something you do during your most loving moments with your dog. You have looked into your dog's eyes and felt something real, that deep, quiet connection that needs no words. Kikusui at Azabu University, published in Science in 2015, found eye contact triggers oxytocin in both species simultaneously. That is the same neurochemical response that happens between a mother and her newborn child in both of them. But sustained unblinking eye contact, even from someone your dog loves, reads as pressure, as tension, as challenge. When your dog looks away, yawns, or licks their lips, they are trying to diffuse what feels like tension. Soft eyes, slightly squinted, a loose and warm face. That is what your dog's brain is actually reading. The difference between those two dogs will become very clear by the time we reach habit 5. Let's talk about what is happening inside your dog's brain right now while they are just lying around. Dogs were shaped over thousands of years to have jobs herding, hunting, guarding, and that need never disappeared. The chewing, the pacing, the stolen socks, those are not your dog being naughty. That is an underfed brain. Research on canine mental enrichment has consistently shown that cognitive stimulation reduces stress markers more powerfully than physical exercise alone. Hide small portions of food around the house and let your dog sniff them out 5 minutes every day. Stay with us, because habit 4 is where most dog owners make the biggest mistake they never see coming. If this is already changing how you see your dog, subscribe now so you do not miss what comes next. You are sitting on the couch reading. Your dog is nearby doing nothing, and you feel like the relationship is on pause. It is not on pause for many dogs. Those quiet moments are more meaningful than almost anything else you do. Research on canine social attachment has found that your mere presence reduces your dog's heart rate and cortisol measurably. You are not just in the room, you are their anchor, their biological safe zone, their nervous system's regulating signal. Once a day, sit somewhere with zero agenda, no commands, no petting unless they ask, just coexist completely. When you understand what happens in habit 5, you will see exactly why all of this matters more than you imagined. Most owners reach out and touch their dog before engaging the one sense that actually runs their dog's entire world. Horowitz at Barnard College has documented that dogs carry up to 300 million olfactory receptors, compared to our 6 million. The part of your dog's brain dedicated to analyzing smell is proportionally 40 times larger than the equivalent region in yours. That sniff is not a greeting behavior. It is your dog's entire intake system doing what it was built to do. Before every touch, present the back of your hand at nose level, nearby, but not in their face, and wait. Burns at Emory University found that owner scent activates the caudate nucleus, the reward and bonding center of your dog's brain. Now think about what you do every time you see your dog sleeping in a perfect, peaceful, irresistible curl. Corin at the University of British Columbia has documented that dogs require 12 to 14 hours of sleep every day. During sleep, the brain consolidates everything learned that day. Stress hormones reset, and the immune system does its most essential work. When your dog is in deep sleep, every protective instinct is offline. They chose that spot because they felt completely safe. When you interrupt that with sudden touch, something is registered at the neurological level. That spot becomes slightly less safe. Over time, dogs in these households migrate to more hidden locations under furniture, in closets not from you, but toward safety. The habit here is the simplest on this entire list when your dog is asleep. Walk past and let them finish. We saved habit 7 for last on purpose, and everything we have covered today has been building toward this one moment. Think back to what we said about eye contact, that mutual gaze releasing oxytocin in both of you simultaneously. What we are about to cover goes even further than that, something older and more fundamental to the canine experience. When dogs in the same pack groom each other, they do not groom randomly, they groom only the unreachable areas. The base of the ears, the back of the neck, the space between the shoulder blades, places no dog can reach alone. Because of that exclusivity, the only way a dog ever experiences touch in those spots is from someone they trust completely. Kaminsky at the University of Portsmouth found that dogs evolved specific facial features wolves do not have for communicating with humans. Research on allogrooming in social mammals shows this type of touch activates bonding circuitry neurologically, distinct from all other physical contact. Place your fingertips at the base of your dog's skull where the neck meets the head and use slow, circular pressure. Watch what happens. The head drops, the eyes soften or close, the breathing slows, the weight shifts backward. Those are not just signs of relaxation. Those are the physiological signatures of a bonding response happening in real time. Think back to every one of the 7 habits we covered today. The door, the gaze, the enrichment, the stillness, the sniff, the sleep, the reunion you completed, the soft eyes that triggered the same chemistry in both of you at the exact same moment, the 5 minutes that lit up their brain, the afternoon you sat together and asked nothing of each other at all, the back of your hand held out first, the sleep you walked past and left completely undisturbed. That is not training. That is 15,000 years of trust made physical, 1 minute at a time.